Hello, I'm Kristin with the Rogers Public Library, and this week for Quilled Creations, we will be making a rainbow hummingbird. So in your craft packet, you will have a whole bunch of strips of paper in rainbow colors and an eye, and I will show you how to make it. So to begin, we're going to take our red strip, slip it in through that little slot on the end of our quilling tool and roll it up into a big ball. Once it's all rolled up, we can let it go. We want this piece to be pretty large, so you can either go ahead and seal it up as is, or you can unroll it just a little bit in the center to make it a little bit larger. And then we'll seal it up by taking our glue, putting some glue on the open edge and pressing it gently to the rest of the strips. Once it is sealed up in a big fat circle, I'm going to begin by pinching it into a marquee shape or an eyeball shape. And then we're going to kind of shape it a little bit so that both of the edges, both of the points, point in different directions. So it kind of makes a little backwards S shape, or a little swoosh. Next, we'll take our orange strip. We're going to roll this all the way up into a big ball and then let it go. This will also be a pretty large piece, so either seal it up as is or fluff it up a little bit and then seal it up. And then we'll start out the same way, pinching it into a marquee shape. And we'll start with the same little swirl, but not quite as dramatic as the first one. And it's going to lay right against our red piece. Next, we'll take our yellow. And we'll roll it up into a big ball. We'll let it go, and this one is going to be a little bit smaller, so we don't need to fluff it up at all. We can just go ahead and seal it up. We'll go ahead and pinch both sides into a marquee shape again. We're not going to shape this one so much. We'll just kind of let it be for the moment. Now we'll take our green, roll this whole strip up, and we can let it go. Then we'll go ahead and seal up our green. And this one we're going to pinch into a teardrop shape. So we're just going to pinch one side. And then we're going to kind of curl that edge a little bit so it makes a little swoop for the point. And then we'll take our blue and we'll make a blue just like we made the green, just the same. Roll it all the way up, seal it up, and then pinch it into a teardrop. Next, we'll take our pink. We're going to roll it up and pinch it into a teardrop as well. Then we're going to pinch the other side, but not exactly the same as we did the marquee. We want to pinch it so that it kind of goes up at the edge, almost like a little moon, little fat moon on one side and thinner on the other. It's going to slide right in here at the bottom. Then we'll take our purple. We're going to make another teardrop just the same as we did the blue and the green. Now that we have all of our pieces, we can go ahead and grab our paper and we can start gluing our pieces down. So we'll start with our red. Put some glue all over the back and then pick a spot and stick it on there. Next, we're going to take our orange. And we'll fit it in against the swirl of the red. And then we can take our yellow, and depending on how it lays, this is going to go so that the point, one point is touching the point of the red. Now we might want to then pinch the other end of our yellow and curl it down a little bit. And this is going to be the head part of our hummingbird. So then we can add our glue and lay it so that the point touches the point of the red. And we can take our green teardrop, and this is going to be part of the wings, and this is going to tuck in between the right tip of our head, kind of between that yellow and orange. The yellow and orange are still going to be touching at the point, but then the green kind of slides in with the round in there and then comes out like the wing is floating up. Our blue will go right next to our green. Another part of the wing. Now our pink is going to slide in here between the orange and the blue to be like the bird's tail. You may have to slide it up in there a little bit. Now, you can see our bird has some little gaps. So we are going to use the purple to make a second layer that is part of the wings. And it is going to go in here and kind of cover up some of those gaps between the blue and the green and the pink and the orange. And we still are going to have this gap between the yellow and the green and the orange. So if you want to, you can reshape your yellow a little bit. You can use your fingers or your quilling tool to kind of push the yellow down to fill in that gap a little bit. And then our last last step is just to add our eyeball. And we can add that right in our yellow space. And there is our little rainbow hummingbird. Got our wings, our face, and the belly, and the tail. A pretty little hummingbird in flight. We will be taking a 2-week programming break for the rest of May, and then we will use that time to get all ready for our summer kickoff on June 3rd. And that will be from 2 to 4 p.m. with a performance by Will Parker Music for Kids at 3 p.m. And we are going to be back with all of our programming the following week after that June 3rd Saturday. Quilled Creations will be moving to Saturdays at 10 a.m. and it will be virtual only. So you will still be able to come pick up your craft packets, but instead of joining me on Zoom and then having this video to go back to if you can't make the Zoom, it will just be posted on Facebook and YouTube on the Rogers Public Library pages. So thank you for all of this time you've spent with me, and I look forward to seeing you again starting in June. Bye.